Your mind is not broken and it is not weak, it is actually doing something it was designed to do a long time ago, and once you understand what is really happening inside your head every time you overthink, you will never look at your own thoughts the same way again. Welcome back to Mind Wave Theory. Today we are unpacking the hidden psychology of overthinking, why your brain replays the same worry 100 times, why silence feels louder than noise, and how some people manage to think clearly, while others get trapped in their own head for hours. Stay with me because this one is going to hit different. Overthinking feels like a mental flaw, but it is actually an ancient survival mechanism running on outdated software. Thousands of years ago, the brain that constantly scanned for danger and replayed threats kept humans alive longer than the brain that relaxed too easily. So evolution rewarded worry, it rewarded the mind that kept checking and rechecking for problems. The issue is that today there is no tiger hiding in the bushes, so that same scanning system now points itself at emails, conversations, mistakes, and things that happened years ago. Your brain is not malfunctioning, it is simply using a survival tool in a world that no longer needs it. Let me give you a real example most people relate to. Someone sends a short reply in a chat, just one word, and suddenly your mind builds an entire story around it. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Should I text again? This spiral can last for hours over something that meant absolutely nothing. And here is the strange part, the person who sent that message probably forgot about it within seconds, while you are still replaying it at midnight. This is not because you are dramatic, it is because your brain treats uncertainty as danger, and it will keep working the problem until it finds an answer, even if it has to invent one. Now here is where the psychology gets interesting. Overthinking is not really about the situation in front of you, it is about your brain trying to gain control in moments where you actually have none. When the future feels uncertain or a result is out of your hands, your mind tries to compensate by mentally simulating every possible outcome. It feels like problem solving, but it is actually a loop with no exit. So let us break down how to actually interrupt this pattern starting today. Step 1 is labeling the loop the moment it starts. Simply noticing and saying to yourself, this is overthinking and not truth, creates a small gap between you and the thought, and that gap is where control begins. Step 2 is giving your brain a real task instead of an imaginary one. Because an overactive mind calms down faster with action than with more thinking. Something as simple as organizing a desk or going for a short walk pulls the nervous system out of loop mode. Step 3 is setting a worry window, a specific 10-minute block where you allow yourself to think about the problem fully, and outside of that window you gently tell your mind not now. Here is a simple demonstration you can try right after this video. The next time a thought starts spiraling, say the thought out loud instead of keeping it in your head. Thoughts sound different and often less powerful once they leave your mind and enter the air. This works because your brain treats spoken words as more final than looping internal chatter, and that small shift is often enough to break the cycle in real time. The hidden truth about overthinking is that it was never designed to hurt you, it was designed to protect you. The problem is that it never learned when to stop. Once you understand that your mind is not against you, it is simply overprotective, you stop fighting yourself and start guiding yourself instead, and that shift alone is enough to quiet a mind that has been loud for years. If this video helped you understand your own thoughts a little better, that means it already did its job. And if you want more breakdowns like this one that explain the psychology behind why your mind works the way it does, make sure you are subscribed to Mind Wave Theory, because we go deeper into the human mind every single time. I will see you in the next one.